Yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy DY right here, man. You know, excuse me, just got done brushing my head off. Need to watch this shit. Yo, what's up, though, man? It's DY, the one and only, man. And sitting up here in my truck right now for to take this load out. So I figured I'd go ahead and make this video right fast and let y'all know about, give y'all my review on my experience over here at Warner. Like I said in my other two videos, or I know I said it in my last video, I'm finna be getting ready to leave Warner. No, it's not a bad company. No, it is not. Do they pay? Yes, they do pay. This is the most money I've made about a mile here at Warner. One thing about Warner, they have like over 300 something different accounts, different dedicated accounts, so you don't have to be out here just over the road. You know what I mean? I don't advocate over the road, straight over the road driving to nobody, but you know, different strokes for different folks. The reason why I look at it the way that I do is because I feel like, you know, why go over the road? Why do all 48 states when I can do a specific account going from here to here, and you know, and staying in a certain region and make the same amount of money, you know, if not more. You know what I mean? That's just my personal view on it. I may be wrong, I may be right, but that's just how I look at it. That's my perspective. So like I said, I was working in Hogan, and in my last video I was telling y'all my experience about Hogan. I was working in Hogan, and I got a partner who I went to truck driver school with, my boy Ock from New York. He told me that he ended up switching over to Warner. He was on the Dollar Tree account getting 55 cents a mile, $2.50 a trailer, and he doing it up there in New York. And I'm like, damn, word? I'm doing this Dollar General shit, you know, and I got to do all this strenuous shit, and I'm only getting, you know, $700-900 checks. Now, he sent me a pay stub on his paychecks. He screenshotted it to me one time. He took home like $1,400. You know what I mean? On this one particular check. I'm like, shit, I need to get on that. Now, so I got my experience at Hogan. I did 4 months, talked to a recruiter, you know, set it up with an orientation day. They gave me a rental car to drive from St. Louis to Joliet, Illinois, to do an orientation. Did the orientation. That shit was like a week. Then I did my little driving test, you know, to get into my own truck, you know, all that. Me and this other guy, we had to drive. They gave us a rental car to drive from Joliet to Springfield, Ohio, at a terminal to get assigned our trucks. I got a new Freightliner, which is one I'm in now. He didn't get a truck. He didn't get a truck because apparently he didn't have enough experience to be considered a experienced driver, which is something that should have been handled when he was talking to the recruiter. So basically, he did all this orientation, all this, you know, driving with me to go pick up a truck. We right when he about to get assigned a truck, they tell him, nah, you have to get in a truck with a trainer, because you don't have the experience. And it's only like, you only need 3 months to be considered an experienced driver. You only need 3 months, and he had like two and a half and some change or something like that. So they pretty much dicked him around, and he said, man, you know what, fuck this, I'm going back to my old job. He told me his old job, he's making $12.50 a week guaranteed. He was taking home $12.50 guaranteed, but it was either $12.50 or $13.50. But you know, he was a cool guy. Stayed down in Georgia. Cool dude, man. You know, I don't wish that brother nothing but the best. You know what I mean? But they did dick him around on that. And let me see. Yes, I was on the Family Dollar account out of Maquoketa, Iowa. It was cool at first. you know. But after about 3 weeks, I said, man, fuck this, cause you doing 2-3 jobs at once. You know what I mean? I was getting paid what, 49 cents a mile, $2.15 a trailer, but the way that the pay scale here is at Werner, you know, the way the pay scale here at Werner, time goes in Tuesday at 12 in the afternoon. Now today's Monday, so this load I'm finna do probably gonna be my last load before the pay period is over with. More than likely it's gonna be my last load before the pay period is over with. And I get paid this coming Friday. Now, with that Family Dollar shit, it's like you spend one day, you spend a whole day driving, and you spend a whole nother day, working. And I was only getting like $600-700, and you have to roll, like, it's work. You know what I mean? You like my back start fucking with me. You know what I mean? You have to, like, my truck doesn't have a rack for the rollers. You get 6 rollers. You get 5 long ones and 1 short one. My truck doesn't have a rack. So I had to, you know, every time at the guard shack, I had to put rollers on the trailer, right? So I had to put 6 rollers on the trailer, but most times they got the damn trailer packed all the way to the back to where you can't put 6 rollers on there because it's fingerprint. You know, you touch every single box. It's not like on Dollar General where you have the rolltainers. You know what I mean? You touch every single box. So they have all the boxes a lot of times to the back of the door to where you may only be able to get 4 or 5. You know what I mean? And you know, you might have a load where you need all 6. You know what I'm saying? So that was one thing I didn't like. The parking was crazy as a motherfucker. But fortunately, they had an app. They had like they had a drop box. They had their own personal drop box to where you could look at each store. And some stores were good. Some stores were decent. It was okay. And other stores is like, goddamn, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Then you had, bitchy managers that bitch at you because they feel like you the one taking all day when, you know, if you have the entire roller line filled up with boxes, right? And you you roll them into the store and, you know, it's taking a long time. It's not your fault as the driver, but they always find a way to blame you, the driver, because they stupid. You know what I'm saying? Really, it's on them for taking so fucking long to put the boxes on the U-boats and get the shit how they supposed to get it. You know what I mean? Is it easy? I mean, it is easy to an extent, but then on the other hand, it's strenuous. And like I said, I don't like doing strenuous work and not getting, you know, if my ends and means are not matching up, then I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You know, my ends not matching up with the means, you know. So, while I was up there in Joliet for orientation, one of the guys, one of the instructors, Carlos, cool guy, man, cool brother. He told me, you know, he asked, you know, who from St. Louis? I'm like, yeah, I'm from St. Louis, you know. And he's like, man, you ain't on the Walmart? I'm like, nah, I'm on the Family Dollar. He like, nah, bro, you need to go on that Walmart. Woo, woo. I'm like, for real? He like, yeah, bro. Yeah, you know. He's like adamant about the Walmart. So I got to thinking like, okay, you know what? Let me try this Walmart. Actually, when my coworker's Nick, I ran into him up there at the hotel in Joliet. He was telling me that, you know, I got cool with him up there at the hotel in Joliet, and I ran into him at a Love's down in St. Louis on off of Broadway. He was telling me about the Walmart, like, yeah, it's sweet, bro. Yeah, I'm pulling in $1,000, you know, woo woo. I'm not doing no strenuous, no hard work. I mean, you know, you drive at night, but you know, it's sweet. And it is sweet. Don't get me wrong. It is sweet. You know, like I said, right now, my clock started. This is my load for the day. I'm going over to Indiana. This load is gonna be 318 miles round trip. You know, it's sweet. You pull up to the Walmart or the Sam's Club. The hardest thing you have to do is park the truck, man, and that's easy. Most times, 98% of the time it's easy, because they have some Sam's Clubs where they have obstacles that may be getting worked on or whatever, but outside of that, it's sweet. You get 56 cents a mile, get $10 a stop, back haul's $35. So, it's sweet, it's sweet. I mean, I done took home some nice checks, for real. I've taken home some nice checks while on this account. So it is sweet, you know what I mean? But I'm so hold up. Let me go back to how I got over here. I got over here. They have this Werner has this app. Their own app, Werner app. And on the app, you can switch accounts through driver placement on the app. So switched accounts. It took a couple weeks. Switched accounts. Got over here to Olney, Illinois. Olney, O-L-N as in Nick, E-Y. Olney, Illinois. It's like 2.5 hours from St. Louis. Here at the Walmart DC. They got showers and shit here. Now, one thing I don't like is they lock your gas card to where you can't get gas at the truck stops, because they want you to get, when you on this account, they want you to get your fuel here. And they got showers and shit, but me personally, I don't like using the showers in the restroom here. Me personally, I would rather go to a truck stop and take a shower. That's just my thing. I mean, sometimes I do it. But as of late, I haven't taken a shower here in a minute. It's been I don't even remember last time I took a shower here. Dispatch is cool, but I don't like being cool with people that I work with like that, for real. Like dispatchers, I don't like being cool with them like that, because my thing is, this is business. Business is never personal. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. They cool, they'll help you out, all that, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is do the work. It's a sweet job, don't get me wrong. This is sweet. I sit on my ass. But I don't like driving at night, though. I don't like driving all night. I don't. It was cool at first, but a lot of these Walmarts and these little hick towns, you have to go on these little state highways. Like the one I'm going to Spencer, Indiana now, and it's off of some state highway in Indiana. And I'm gonna take the long way around. I'm gonna take 70 to 231 over there in Indiana and take that shit down. Like here in Olney, the closest highway is like 40 miles away. The closest interstate is 40 miles away. The closest interstate 40 miles away. That's 70 and 64. You know what I mean? But it's cool. I don't like driving down 50 and 130, because I don't like driving, like, the speed limit is 55, but you can do a little extra, if you know what I'm saying. But sometimes you get behind these other truck drivers going 45, 50 miles an hour, and I just, but that's a whole nother issue. It's cool. The people in the Walmart, they cool. Now, Sam's Club, you have to take the label, you have to take the sticker off, the label off the pallet. That's the most work you're doing, man. Parking it to the dock, and parking it at the dock, and at a Sam's Club, you just taking the label off, putting it on the paper, because they have to make copies. And you scan the bills in as soon as you're done with your last stop. Scan the bills in, I mean, it's easy money. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, man. This is some easy money, for real. But like I said in another video, I'm getting ready to go over to Stevens and go down to the tanker division and see what that oil field do. I already let them know, hey, I'm leaving this weekend. I'm leaving this week. This is my last week here. And they was cool about it, you know. I didn't tell them I'm going to another job, of course, but I mean, it's cool, man. It's cool. Like I said, one is a good company. They do pay you, you know, but you got to do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? You have to do what works for you. This is a cool account that I'm on. If I was to come back to Warner, I would come back to this, to the Walmart account. They trucks are faster than my last job. They trucks are faster than Hogan. They cruise at 68, which is good. You know what I mean? That's good. I remember driving them damn 63-mile-an-hour trucks at Hogan. I was so mad. Everybody just passing me up. You know what I mean? It's just, I just felt like I felt like I was getting there so slow. Wherever the hell I was going, like it was taking so much longer. I mean, one thing about Warner, they have a phone. They have a phone number for everything. Like if you need whatever. I mean, they're a mega carrier, so they pretty much have their shit together on the logistic tip, as far as like getting in touch with, you know, this department, that department, this department, that department. You know, I mean, it's pretty laid back, man. This is a cool ass company. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a cool. Do I think that they're better than Hogan? Yeah, I do. I do think they're better than Hogan. I mean, I'm getting paid more. I'm making more money. I'm making more money here and doing less work than when I was over at Hogan. So I mean, come on, man. It's a no-brainer in that aspect. I mean, but they take care of your drivers. Most new drivers. I mean, you come over here, you gonna get a new truck, whether it be an International, a Freightliner, or a Kenworth. They getting rid of all the Peterbilts. You still see guys with them, but I mean, it's cool. Now, when I go over there to Stevens, I'm gonna try to get a Kenworth, because this new Freightliner I have right now is brand new truck. I still got the plastic on the seat. Dude, I've had this thing towed twice already. 21,000 miles on it. I've had it towed twice. One time I was driving and the engine decided it's gonna shut down on me. Another time, one of the airbags popped on the drives. I mean, I've had some problems out of this damn thing. I don't know. It's silly shit. But on this account, you do get the miles. They give you the miles. Like this week, I'm finna be close to about 2,000 miles. I know I'm gonna be over 2,000 miles. I mean, 56 cents a mile. You know. Now, one thing I don't like the back hauls, especially at Prairie Farms in Anderson, Indiana. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but what? Fuck it. If you come over here and they give you that one, that back haul in Anderson, and you got a live load at 7 o'clock, expect not to get up out of there until damn near 1 o'clock. If you have to be there, if your appointment's at 7 in the morning, expect not to be out of there until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Because I don't know what it is about that fucking place. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck it is about that damn place, man. I don't like the back hauls, for real. I don't like none of them. But it's an extra $35, but whatever. I feel like shit. I don't know. I just don't like the fucking back hauls, man. I mean, it's a cool company, man. It's probably a few other things that I'm missing. If you want to know something that I didn't cover in this video, just let me know. Comment. I'll try and answer your best. I'll try and answer your question to the best of my ability. I'm about to get up out of here now. Been doing my pre-trip for 22 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Once again, man, it's your boy DY the Trucker right here. Appreciate you for checking out this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to, man. This is just, you know, my journey and me sharing my journey with y'all, and trying to help y'all out, trying to help everybody else out. So, you know, like I said, if you want to know something and I didn't cover it, and you think about coming to Warner, you know, comment, whatever, and I'll let you know what's up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you what I know. You know what I'm saying? So it's your boy DY, man. Peace.